Hey guys, how's it going? Andy here with Blackstone Griddle Recipes and Videos. I'm going to do a video today that actually is a request by Blackstone themselves, who have asked the Griddle Crew to go and do some challenges each month. And this month happens to be to try to create a dish that has everything that starts with a P as an ingredient. So I'm going to go through some ingredients with you guys today and show you what I've done. There's some other Griddle Crew members out there that have created some awesome dishes so far, so I definitely want you to check that out. If you do hashtag Griddle Crew, you can see everything the Griddle Crew's putting together. So definitely take a look for that. But we're going to do a pizza pasta today. And so this is going to be pretty interesting. We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. So be ready, all right? Okay, here we go. All right, guys, to get us started, obviously if we're doing pizza, we need to do some pepperoni. So I've got these little pepperoni minis that we're going to use today. It's going to be pretty easy. I originally picked up a great big thing of pepperoni and I was going to dice it up, but I found these and thought, it can be kind of fun. So we're going to use those. We also have some Portabello mushrooms. So it starts with our P, Portabello. We have Philadelphia cream cheese. So we're going to be using that today as well. We're going to top it with some Parmesan. And I've got pizza sauce. And then over here hiding, we've got red pepper and some parsley. But the main ingredient obviously is the pasta, so we're using some pasta here as well. And then we're allowed to use an oil or something like that, so I've got some ghee to be able to cook some of our vegetables and stuff like that in. And we're also allowed to use salt, pepper, and garlic, so we're going to be incorporating that as well. So ghee is one of my preferred because it's just so flavorful. It's got so much flavor when you really take just the good stuff of the butter. And we're going to mix the portabellos right into that. And then knock these red peppers into there as well. And hit that with a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic. Get some flavors going. So this will be a pretty quick meal. It's not going to take a long time for us to cook. The vegetables are not going to take a long time to saute up. What I love about these mini Portabello mushrooms is they are small enough that they cook fast, but they have so much robust flavor. So this is the infancy of them being a mushroom, and it tastes so great. Like a mushroom got in there. Alright, let's let that just saute there for a minute. Add just a little more ghee. Any big mushrooms in there, we'll chop those down. We want everything to fit on a fork. So while that's still cooking down a little bit, now let's add in some of our pepperoni. Yeah, we almost got the stay safe packaging in there, so definitely make sure we get that out. Alright, now we're just going to let these pepperonis all start to cook down as well. What we want is some of that oil from the pepperonis that come off of that to start to permeate into the mushrooms and into those red peppers. So if if I was not doing the pea challenge, I would also add in onions. And put onions in there because the flavors of the onion would really incorporate well into this. And if you're doing pizza, you can do whatever toppings you like. So think about with the pizza and the pasta combination, whatever you put on a pizza, go ahead and make that as your topping here, and then you can incorporate that into your choice of pasta as well. You start to see those oils starting to come out of the pepperoni. They're starting to glisten a little bit. You can see them start to kind of cup. And that's how you know they're getting cooked pretty well there. Starting to look really good. Alright, so now this is where it gets a little quick, because when we're cooking this part right now, it's not going to take very long for us to, once we start to cook this, it's not going to take long from here on out to finish it. Because the pasta is already cooked. We've already bought this pasta. We actually got this at store-bought. You can buy just regular pasta and make it like you normally would, boil it, cook it down. But this one was the Bertolli, which is already cooked. You just have to essentially throw it into hot water for 2 minutes to kind of get it to hydrate and bring it back to life. So that's what we've got here. I'm kind of breaking it up a little bit now. It's kind of sitting in the bowl here. It's kind of starting to stick together a little bit. So we're just pulling it apart. Alright. So with this, the noodles are still a little dry, even though they've been boiled. So when we put these on here, they're going to want to naturally try to stick to the griddle. So we're going to want to use a little bit of oil or something to incorporate into this. And what's perfect for that is the pepperoni has enough oil to do that for us. So we don't really have to go and add a artificial oil. So we're just going to put that right on top of here. And let's go ahead and start mixing that in. All my temperatures are cooking about medium right now. But now that we're done with like the hard part of the cook and we're just really essentially heating things up and incorporating marrying the flavors, we're going to go ahead and turn this down to low. That way we're not overcooking our food and we can control our time and our temperature. See, the noodles are starting to break up good. They're starting to really go apart. That's what we're looking for. Right, Sean? It's afraid of the noodles?
Yeah, it is good.
Yep, so now we've got that breaking down good. It's all mixed together. It's time for our next ingredient. And we're going to add in some cream cheese. This is 1 whole block of cream cheese. I think we're going to try to put in 2. I wasn't sure exactly how much I wanted, but I think I'm going to go with 2 because I want this to be really creamy. Alright, so we'll break up this other one a little bit. And it's all going to melt down in there. We're just, again, heating things up, incorporating and marrying things together, getting really good flavors going. And once you put the cream cheese on there, you really need to kind of keep it moving because you don't want anything to stick and burn to the griddle. breaking it down a little bit. I'm not keeping the real long, huge strands of linguine. You can do that if you want to, but as I'm going through and breaking some of the food down, I'm cutting it up a little bit, make it a little bit easier to get everything onto the fork. Alright, so our cream cheese is starting to melt here. You can go a little bit further, and that's fine, but we're going to start doing our pizza sauce as well. Pizza sauce is cold, so it's going to slow down your cook a little bit. We're going to add enough just to kind of top everything. I've got a little bit left in this jar. We're going to save it and reserve it in case I need it. Again, pasta sauce can burn to your griddle, so keep things moving. Alright, it's looking good. I don't think we need to add any extra pasta sauce into that. But now it's time for the Parmesan.